Wondering how you can become better at running your business? Entrepreneurship can be stressful. There's too much to do and not enough time. If you're isolated in your daily decisions, have no fear. Success and balance are possible. Welcome to the Small Business Answer Man podcast, where you master the art of running a successful business using practical advice from experts who want to help you succeed. Now, here's your host, Gary Wilbers.
It's 2024. Thank you for joining me on January 1st of 2024, where we are going to share with you a concept that I call designing your roadmap for success. We're so excited that you're here. It may not be January 1 when you're listening to this, but I want to set you up for success in this next year. And we're going to share a process with you that I think will really help you. And it's really going to play off of our philosophy that we shared in episode 308, the key to achieving your goals, because now we've got to design our roadmap for success. So I'm glad you're here. Let's have some fun today and work with each other of creating this. So I want to start off with a quote, and the quote's by myself, but it's this quote: "You can have vision, but without clarity on how you're going to achieve it, it's worthless." Think about that. What's your vision for your life this next year? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? A new year gives us new opportunities, and I want you to be able to achieve what you want to do. So the thing is, we have to have a vision. What's our vision to be able to get there? How do we want to get to the end of 12/31/2024 and feel that success? And vision is defined as the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination and wisdom. What's your imagination? What do you want this year to be? Really give yourself time to think about that. And as you do, I want you to think about this definition of clarity. Clarity is defined by the quality of being coherent or intelligible. Now let's define coherent. Coherent is about logical or consistent. Intelligible is about being able to be understood, comprehensible. So really, clarity is the quality of being consistent and understood. If you get that, you're going to achieve the goals you want. So I want you to think about this year in 2024. Do you have a vision for your 3-year life, for your business, as well as in your life? What is that vision that you have? Now, have you broke that down into what we call a 1-year goal to be able to achieve your goals for your business and your life? Remember, it's a challenge to get there. It's not easy, but with a new year brings new opportunity. So what we've got to do is we've got to embrace the discomfort to find the comfort in setting our goals. I love this quote by Dr. Alistair McCormick. She says, "A marathon becomes a real mental battle when runners hit the wall." When we hit the wall, that's when we've got to break through the wall to be able to achieve what we most want in life. So let's help you achieve those items. And I do it through a process I call Clarity Navigator. And Clarity Navigator is what you do is from getting from point A to point B. But I want to get you to think about this. It's early January 1 of 2024, somewhere close to that you're listening to this podcast. I want you to do this. I want you to think about it and dream like you were a kid again. Remember when you were a kid? What did you dream about becoming? Who did you want to be in your dream? Well, myself, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I wanted to be Keith Hernandez or Ted Simmons or Ozzie Smith. The only problem, I couldn't hit, I couldn't pitch, and I couldn't throw that well. So that dream was a little tough to be able to get, but I dreamed it and I thought about it. No, I didn't achieve that dream, but it allowed me to achieve other dreams that I did have. So what do you want to be when you grow up, as they say? Dream a little bit. Give yourself that time and space to be able to think about it. And then really what we've got to do is we've got to break it down into a decision principle to be able to help us achieve that. The Eisenhower box matrix decision principle is really what happens is we get into a life and we always do the urgent things instead of what's not urgent, but what is very important. And that's the quadrants of success that they talk about. And I share that in the why matrix of it's not important, but it's urgent to be able to achieve our goals. What are the goals that you want to achieve? And I want you to be able to hit those. So what I'm going to share on this podcast is going to be pretty rapid fire, but I want to share 6 steps to build your dream life. So that first step is developing your vision statement, your vision for your life in your business and personal. So I'm going to ask you this question, and it's by Dan Sullivan. It says, if you were having this discussion 3 years from today, and you were looking back over those 3 years, what has to have happened in your life for both professionally and personally for you to feel happy with your progress? Okay. Answer that for yourself. If you were having this discussion 3 years from today and you were looking back over those 3 years, what has to have happened in your life, both personally and professionally, for you to feel happy with your progress? When you think about that, that starts to allow you to dream, to get yourself to think of where you want to be instead of just 12 months out. So first look at that 3 years, and then I want you to think about it as you're thinking about this. What are your top 3 challenges you will have to navigate to overcome that? When you get those challenges and you think about them ahead of time, you're going to be able to overcome them easier. The second thing I want you to do is think about your top 3 abilities you need to maximize to be able to achieve the goals or the dreams or the vision that you have for those. So that's step 1. Step 2 is real simple. Create the 3-year life domain analyzer. Look at your life in 6 domains. We do this in the Ascend Mastermind because we want our business owners not to be great just professionally, but also personally. And we look at areas of like health, financial, spiritual, professional, relationships, and learning. And we determine what that 3-year plan is of what each of those areas, what we want to have happen in those 3 years. Of course, we're going to bring them down to 1 year and even down to 90 days. But first, you got to get the 3-year plan in place. So that's your 3-year life domain analyzer. Ask your things about like this. Define what and who you want to become. The vision for yourself of being that person 3 years in each of those life domains. Where are you weak? Where's a gap that you have? Maybe journal on it. Ask yourself tough questions to discover what do you really want. And then when you do that, use questions that allow you to really drill down. Why do I want this? What is most important? What do I need to do to be able to achieve this? Why? And keep asking those questions. And we're going to give you some of these downloads that you're going to be able to get at the end of this. So you'll be able to go really create the dream and the goals and the vision that you have for your life. We'll make it easy for you as we go through this. The second thing is you're going to have to really look at your 3-year strategic plan and KPIs. So business-wise, professionally, what do you want? And you want good key performance indicators. That's what KPIs are, that are not vague. Instead, that they're very specific. And I'm going to give you a framework to work off of. This framework is by Michael Hyatt. It's called the Smarter Framework. And in the Smarter Framework, you know some of them. It's specific. It's measurable. But it's actionable. What actions do you have to take? And then it becomes a little bit risky that you're willing to risk that side of it. And it becomes time bound and really knowing what time bound do you want to achieve that. And then it needs to be exciting. Otherwise, you're not going to do it. And then the last one is relevant. What's relevant for you in each one of those areas? Now, I'm going to come back and share the last 3 of those steps with you. But right now, we need to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. And now back to the show. Thank you for joining me. Let's go into step number 4 now. Step number 4 is taking your 3-year down to a 1-year business plan with 90-day actions. And this is really simple. You take that 1-year Smarter Framework, a 1-year goal, and then you have a 90-day action plan to it. And then you ask yourself, what's tasks, what actions do I need to do to accomplish this goal? And then it helps if you have those lead measures. Lead measures are a lot of times what we call the behaviors that we need to do that will make us accountable to be able to achieve that goal. So once you do that, you've got that 1-year place there and you're ready to go to step 4. Step 4 is your 1-year business plan with those 90-day action plans, as we've talked about. So in step 5, it becomes your 1-year life domain plan with the 90-day action plan. So what we do is we create the 1-year life domain plan, a goal, smarter goal, and then we break it down to 90 days, and then we take it to what's the actions that I need to do, or behaviors that I need to create to be able make that happen. That is step number 5. And step number 6 is pretty simple. Step 6 is review and finalize the plan. That's your 6 steps to build your dream life. Let's go over those again real quick so you can have those again. First is forward visioning builder, looking out 3 years. Then it's your 3-year life domain analyzer. And then it's 3-year strategic for your business side and your key performance indicators. Number 4 is your 1-year business plan with your 90-day action plans and the behaviors that you need to do. And number 5 is the 1-year life domain plan with the 90-day action plans with the behaviors that you need to create. And number 6 is review and finalize the plan. When you put this plan together, what it does, it gives you a strategic path of what you need to do. And what it is it's designing your roadmap for success, and it allows you to move forward. But realize with any success, there's always going to be challenges, obstacles, roadblocks, whatever word you want to use, but we have to have a path. But I want to give you this quote by Zig Ziglar. To be able to achieve success, this really sums it up. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. That's by Zig Ziglar. Get started. It's January. Let's make it happen now. Now, there's a couple keys for success in this part that can help make you more successful. Number 1 is about accountability. If you find an accountability partner, your success rate will go up about 65% if you commit to someone, 95% if you set an accountability appointment with that individual. So what I want to share with you today, these are actions that you need to have successful goal completion. So remember, here's something to think about as you go through this process. Number 1, make sure you revisit your goals daily and weekly. Number 2, make your goals visible and make sure you track your progress at least weekly. And then 4, find that accountability partner. And 5, when you get off track, recalibrate. You know, if you get lost in the woods, you grab your phone and you try to recalibrate your direction, that compass to get you going back in the right direction. So recalibrate. When you do this, you have kind of 2 choices. You can really decide what you're going to do for your life. Now, there's a lot of information I shared here, and I went very fast. So I'm going to give you 2 choices that you can create. You can go it alone, and you can create this path. We'll give you some of the downloads to make it easy for you, or I'll give you a proven system that I've worked with others. And what we do is we help navigate your path to success, what I call the Clarity Navigator. We help you achieve your goals, gain focus, and ignite your motivation. And if you're interested in this, there's going to be a link that you can schedule a call with me. It's called the Discovery Call, no charge to you, and see how this process works. It's actually, we can get it done in over 6 sessions, well, 60 to 90 minutes a session, and you can have this 3-year plan, and you then can start achieving your success. Are you ready to break out of the doldrums? Are you ready to make something different in your life? Are you ready to get that passion and purpose for your life? Well, if you are, then reach out to us. Check in the links in the show notes, and we'll have all the details there of how you can set up the discovery call. Now, I told you, as we go through this path with people in the 6th session, we build your forward visioning builder. We build your 3-year life domain analyzer. We build your 3-year strategic plan and KPIs. We build your 1-year business plan. We build your 1-year life domains, and then we bring those down to 90 days, and then we finalize the plan. So all that is available to you. If you'd like a discovery call, please check it out on the show notes, and I would love to visit with you about this program. If you want to do it yourself, I've given you the secret to success and how you can do it, so go forward and do it. If not, the other thing I'm going to offer you is I'm going to give you the free downloads to help you in this process. So if you go to the show notes, go to where the free downloads are, there's going to be a link there, put in your email and name, and we will send the downloads to you, and you can start creating your vision, designing your roadmap for success for 2024, but also 25 and 26, because it'll give you the 3-year plan, and then all you do is break it out to the 2-year plan. I am so excited you joined us today on the Small Business Answer Man podcast. I can't believe it's 2024, but I'm excited that you are part of this program with us. If you like this show and if you like the information we're sharing, if you'd like it or tell us and send us a note, I would truly appreciate, because I do this because I appreciate you helping me on this path of helping others, because when we help ourselves, we're able to help others. So thanks for joining me on the Small Business Answer Man podcast today. Remember, we're going to have another great guest with us next week. I'm telling you, we've got a great lineup set up for 2024. So make sure you come back and listen to the next podcast next week, but also like and share our podcast so others know about it. Thanks for joining me. And remember, go out each day and make it your day. Ascend to the top of the mountain, but when you help someone else get to the top of the mountain, that's when you really create not just success, but you create significance in your life. Thanks for joining me. Make it a great day. We'll see you next week.
That's all the time we have for this week. To continue your journey, head over to smallbusinessanswerman.biz to access the tools and resources mentioned in today's show. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with someone who would benefit from listening. That's smallbusinessanswerman.biz. Until next time, remember, when you find the right solutions, your business grows and you get your time back.